Hello and welcome, or welcome back if this is not your first time here. My name is April. This is the Frugal Planner channel, and today I am setting up my new composition notebook for, well, it'll be more than just the month of November, but because I'm just moving into it, it'll be starting for the month of November. I have already glued my pages together, and if you have not seen the video on, number one, how to do that, but also why I do that, it will be either in the cards up above or down in the description below. It is Sunday. It is chilly but warm outside, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's fall, so we're feeling like the crispness, but it's warmer than it has been for a while, so I'm like completely tickled with it. I did start on my November, I want to say it's my future plan. Here's the thing about these notebooks. I do not like setting up monthly calendars on my own. If it's already included in the notebook, I'm totally fine. I will use it. But to set up my own monthly calendar, I don't do well doing it. So all I did was put a sticker at the top to say November. That is not my hand lettering. I need to practice my hand lettering because it looks nothing like that. I do have a bunch of stickers and stuff that I use every once in a while. It's just stuff that I've accumulated over the years, and I don't feel like it would be frugal if I didn't use them. So every once in a while you will see some washi tape or some stickers in with my plans. Are they required for you? Absolutely not. But if you have been planning for a while, you know as well as I do, you have stuff that you need to use. And even if you're new to planning and you kind of decided you wanted to have, different washi tapes or pens or stickers, all of that is fine. Just feel free to use it. Don't think you have to be 100% functional. So I do want to go through here before I set up the first week, which will start on the 4th, I believe, because that will be Monday, and I am a Monday start. So let me look at the 4th. Holy cow. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so on the 9th, I am using the Pilot G2. This is the 05. So on the 9th, let's set this aside. Wes is headed to Baja, and he will be there until the 18th. So I'm just going to draw a line through the 18th. That is perfect. Now, the 4th, I'm going to go over here. And mark this down. And this is going to be through the 22nd. Boop. Perfect. And then, what do I have? Thanksgiving is the 28th. And I am actually working that day, and I will be making some kind of meal for my coworkers. I haven't decided yet what it's going to be, but I'm really, really excited to do it. This is Election Day in the US. Please get out and vote. I do not care who you are voting for. I just want you to vote. It's very important that your voice is heard. On the 10th, this is going to be birthday. Perfect. I've got so many things on here. Dun, 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 dun. I just want to make sure I get all of them in there. The 11th is Veterans Day. Perfect. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that I believe is all I have for the month of November currently. So that takes care of everything. I am liking how this is coming together. It looks very, very functional. Now, again, my pages are glued together, so you will hear some crunch. You will hear some, you'll hear some crunch. Here's my plan. This ruler is just over 1.5 inches wide. I wish I could tell you you could get it, but it is gone. It is no longer available in the world, and I'm so sorry. It is just no longer available. I have looked everywhere for it because it is absolutely one of my very favorite rulers to use to mark off vertical weeklies, because the spacing is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. The reason I turned my notebook upside down is because it's a little over 1.5 inches. I'm going to have a shorter menu bar, like a shorter sidebar. That's fine with me, but I want my days of the week to be the same size. So I'm going to start here, and I am going bottom to top, and I'm going to scooch it over, line it back up, hold it in place, bottom to top, line it up again, bottom to top. For whatever reason, I am not lining up very well. Oops, I got a goober. See that? Little bit of a goob. A bit of a goob, which is, that's fine. It definitely happens. Oh, I don't even think I'm touching the paper there. Okay. So, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday. And what we're going to do is I'm going to try to manipulate this so that I get a start here and then hold it. Perfect. Make sure I don't have any goobers. Line it up. Draw it out. Okay. So we should have, I could actually do that. Let's do that. Okay. So now I want to go across the top, and I want to do a line here. Okay, why am I not touching? There we go. Like, why am I not touching this? And then I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to just go right here. Perfect. And then I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nope, I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in here. I am going to fill this in with a broader tipped pen, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this is the Rolling Writer. It is a roller ball. It is one of my favorite pens to use. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to write Monday. Tuesday. And this is just cursive. It's not brush lettering. Perfect. Now, because I know Monday is the 4th, I am also going to put that in, but I'm going to go back and use my G205. I'm going to move this out of my way. It is a little bit bigger, trying to, I mean, it's, the notebook's bigger than what I'm normally used to. I usually cut them down to an A5. and this one is a full size. So I'm gonna do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know that looks like 70 because I didn't do my 1 very well, but that is a 7 or a 10. I mean, is for sure a 10. Okay. So, because I do have different supplies that I want to use, I want to pop into this one. This is the, okay, so I want this one here. This is the Happy Planner, what is it called? Happy Planner Rainbow. It's 1985 different stickers. Now, this is going to go in the center. Like I said, the boxes are a little bit wider than the stickers will be. So you're going to have a little bit of room on either side of that, which I am completely fine with. I've also got a white pen. Let me grab that really quick. A white pen that I'm going to be utilizing to write in different headers for that. All right, so let's go in with this one. And I want to use this for, actually I'm going to go right here for Monday. I like that. And then let's go in. Put one down on Wednesday. One of the great things that I love about the composition notebooks is that there is no coil. There's no spiral notebook coil. And for a lot of people, that's not something that bothers them. For me, it definitely, I find it very, very cumbersome. I am going to pull this one out for Thursday. And the reason I'm covering up most of Thursday is the same reason I covered up most of the menu. That red line that extends down the entire, oops, I felt that. That red line that continues through that entire day. I'm not the biggest fan. So if I cover it, I've got a free writing space. If it doesn't bother you, you don't have to cover it. Even if it does bother you and you're like, I don't have anything to cover it with, it's totally fine. Just write over it with ink and it will be absolutely fine. Where are my black and whites? Is that all of them? Okay, so that is where they start. So perfect. On Friday, I'm going to put this down and make it as even as I possibly can. And then the same one on Tuesday. Perfect. So there I've got a couple of boxes that I can do. I don't know that there's anything. I kind of like the gray as well. We could do these ones. Yeah, those are pretty much. Or, you know, there's a funny thing about my brain and the word remember. If I write don't forget, I am 100% almost always guaranteed to forget. And I know that sounds so silly, but it's the word forget that sticks out in my head, not forget. So Saturday and Sunday are definitely busy days in the sense that I have a lot going on. So let me grab my stencils. I think what I want is this one. I'm going to go in again with my G205. I'm going to move this, though, completely out of the way, just so I can make sure you guys are in screen. So I'm just going to put these are by no means going to be perfectly spaced or perfectly centered. So please don't be disappointed when I remove this and you're like, oh no, April. I do the best I can, but I try not to overthink it. All right, so there they are. Now I'm going to do the same thing to Sunday. As you all know who have been here for a bit, I do like to do my meal planning on the weekends and then my meal prep on Sunday if it allows. If we have something going on Sunday, then I will move it to Saturday, but I really enjoy meal prepping on Sunday. It's like the end of my week is Sunday because my work week starts on Monday, and just having that relaxing time in the chicken. I was thinking relaxing time in the kitchen preparing chicken. I don't know why I said that. The relaxing time in the chicken. Welcome to my life. It's a little crazy sometimes. All right, and then I'm going to do 2 check boxes in this one only. And then 2 in this one as well. I do like it to look aesthetically pleasing, but I don't care so much about aesthetics if I'm able to utilize it well. So this is going to be a running list of market things that I need to get. So I am going to use the darker, broader ink of the Roller Rider, and I'm going to put in here that this is going to be market list. Perfect. Okay, everything needs to be scooched down just a tiny bit. And then over here, this is the Papermate Inkjoy Gel 0.7 in the brights. And I really, really like how opaque this ink is. It works really, really well. And I want to make sure you're in screen too. So chores, we'll go there. I feel like I need something up here. You know what it could be? Let's do, this is going to be November, right? So let's get out. Do I have an even broader? I bet I do. Let's do the 08. So I'm going to do I'm hoping I do not lose lettering chicken. Happened. Nope, we're good. So we've got our November lettering there, and that was the Pigma Micron 08. You could also do it with any style of marker. If you have finer point Crayola, that would totally work for it as well. All right, so let's go ahead and pop in here. I'm gonna get my G210, and I'm going to put in here work. And then I'm gonna make it super bold. And then Loving it. Oh, that one got really kittywampus, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Penmanship happens. Am I right? Right. Perfect. Now, down in this area here, do I have any? I do. Let me grab my washi tape really quick. And because I have all of this, I'm going to be utilizing this more and more in the future, because my goal for 2025 and the rest of 2024 is to get through what I have in my stash slowly but surely. And if you follow me here, thank you so very much. I also have another channel. It's called Plan with April. Actually, maybe I'll come up to here. Let's do here. It's called Plan with April, and it's similar planning, except I use a lot of decorative stuff. So if you are like me and you've planned for a while and you have a stash of stuff, that sounds so professional. Feel free to come on over and join that channel as well. Plan with April, because I am definitely trying hard to use up all the things that I've purchased over the years. And it is tricky, because I still try to be really frugal. I try to be very intentional when I use things. I don't want to be wasteful, because in a previous life, obviously, I have spent ample amounts on things that, I didn't use. I thought I had to have, and I didn't use them. So here we are, learning from our lessons and using what we have. So down here, I have got work. Now on Friday, I also need to get, on my way home, I'm just going to put work and then fuel. Another thing you can do in your planner, change your font, change your penmanship. So this font to me is like a Ray Dunn tall skinny letter font. This is more of a script font. This is more of a scribble font, not necessarily scribble, but you know what I mean. And then the tall skinny again. Those are really the three fonts that I know, or the three types of penmanship that I have, that I am comfortable showing on a channel. But if you have different fonts or penmanship styles, you can absolutely make them or use them, and it makes it look so different in your planner. Like, it draws your eyes to different areas because there's different font. Like, I notice work right away because it's so bold, so bold. So over here underneath chores, I don't think I'm going to put anything because I don't have anything really to put in. But after work here, I know I need to do dinner. So I'm going to go back to that tall, skinny lettering. Right? If you are on this channel, you know that I have a plan with me that is meal planning and meal prepping. So you already know what we're having for dinner this week. You have like the cheat code to it. And this is going to be a little bit later, so I'm going to just do a different font. I call it font. It's just a different penmanship. That's all it is. It's just a different way to write it. Different way to highlight it and fill it in. The other thing you can do, if you have like markers. Like I have, what color would probably work best? Probably this one. This is the Tombow N55. You can also do like highlights. Like you want to do that. You want to do that. I lay the marker down as flat to the paper as possible, so I only have to do one swipe, and then I don't have like puddles of marker. This paper is super juicy, which means whatever you put on it, it really absorbs it. Another reason I glue my pages together. I can almost guarantee you that that Tombow marker would bleed through if my pages were not glued together. So after dinner, I'm going to do my cleanup. Have you ever written something so many times that you're like, is that how it's really spelled? The word color, C-O-L-O-R, does that to me every time. I'll write color over and over on something, and then I'm like, I'll have to stop. I'm like, what? Is that how you spell color? C-O-L-O-R? That's such a weird word. It is. But yeah, have you ever had that moment where you're writing something out and you're like, oh no, did I misspell that? It's like, no, that's really how it's spelled. All right, so clean up. I am working on a blanket for my granddaughter. Did I do the N55? Is that the one I chose? I think it is. I'm going to go back to this one because do I want to do the N or do I want to add a little bit of this color into it? Oh, the decisions. Let's do a little bit of that color. So I'm going to grab maybe the 990. Let's see what that looks like. Because down here, I want to add, yes, that is the perfect, look at that, perfect color. In the evenings, after I get everything done that I want to get done, I want to work on her blanket. I need to have it done by the first part of December, so like a month. It is a rainbow blanket that I'm crocheting for her, and I have 3 more colors to go, so I need to get with the program. So it is very, very important. This almost looks like I am time blocking. I am sort of, but it's a little off just because different things happen on different days. I have tried time blocking before and it's never really worked for me. I know that sounds silly, but not every day is the same. My work schedule is, but other things just kind of get thrown in there. I am going to tuck my sweater on this fatty part of my hand. Fatty part? I don't know that that's what it's called. What is that? I don't know, but I'm just going to put my sweater over it so that I don't mudge any of this. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to draw a couple sloppy boxes around where I put the marker to ground it. Give it a little bit more dimension on the page. It just gives it that finishing touch, I think. I feel like it does. Then I'm going to go back with my G210 and I'm going to do, actually, I think what I'm going to do, let's do circles really quick on this. So for chores, I'm going to do a circle and then I'm going to write in I'm going to tell you, this G210 on this Happy Planner sticker, butter. It like is amazing. Butter. And then when I get these done, I have 2 options. I can either put a check mark through it or I can fill in the bubble. Tell me I'm not the only one that finds a lot of like happiness from either checking off a checklist or filling in a bubble when you've done something. Like if I could live in checklist world, I would, because I feel so much serotonin when I accomplish something. On the flip side of that, I try not to do too many difficult tasks that I can't get done in like bulk, because if I have a lot of things not checked off, it has the opposite serotonin effect of I didn't do anything this week. Right? Even though I know I did a ton of things. And I'm kind of kicking myself in this layout because I work 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. And that, if we look at a day, that takes up a big block of the day, right? So when I'm making my chores list or I'm making my to-dos for the day, I have to remember 8 hours of that, actually more than that, almost 9 hours if you include drive time. 9 hours of that is working, and an hour and a half on top of that, so 10 and a half hours is getting ready for work. So an hour and a half I spend getting ready for work, preparing my lunch, preparing my breakfast, getting everything ready to go out the door. So 9.5 hours of the day is spent Monday through Friday working. So I have to remind myself that and just give a little bit of grace. So if you resonate with that, resonate, just know I'm there with you. Like, give yourself some grace. Groceries, bedding, dishes. This is really nice. The 10 is seriously like butter, literally like butter. It is that time of year when here's the ironic thing. We live in the Pacific Northwest, so it is really, really wet and humid, but it's not humid enough in our house because of our pellet stove goes constantly and it dries the air out. So I need to get the humidifier out and put the dehumidifier away. It's so crazy. Let me know if you can relate to that. Okay, so this is, let's go back to the 10 and let's go here. This is going to be my filming, and I'm going to fill that out off camera. Don't need to spoil anything for you. And then Wednesday is going to be, actually, errands. And I know I need to go to the P.O. box. I need to do groceries. And I understand my market list is here, and that's totally fine. Usually I will do a pickup order because it doesn't cost me anymore, and it actually saves me a lot of money because I don't know if you know this, but I'm an impulse buyer. And if I am standing in the register and they have a sale on extra gum, I'm like, oh, I guess I really haven't had gum in like 4 years, but that's a really good deal. I'm going to buy some gum. That is me. Hello. That is me. I am that person. So being able to make a market list, order exactly what I put on the list, not get sidetracked, not get that impulse moment of, I think I need 30 other things at the register. I need a lighter. I don't need a lighter. I don't light anything. Yeah, that's me. Trying to be frugal, trying to downsize, trying to really discover what is important for me and what is important for my family. You know, what items we have, I have purchased in the past that, one, I either never use or it was used once and I was like, yeah, that is not for me. I'm really trying to curb my spending. So grocery ordering, bottom line, it saves us money by doing that. Let me know down below if you also order pickup or if you go into the store. And if you go into the store, are you really good at sticking to your list? Because I think if I would be better about sticking to my list, I think I wouldn't have to do the pickup option. So back to here, I need to pick up pellets for the wood stove because yes, we are that time of year. Oh, I also need to get, I wonder if that can go on my market list. I bet it can. I bet it can't. So this is Amazon. Let me write this in here. So Amazon, and I need the regular mouth lids, and I use a company called 4Jars. 4Jars, it's one word. I'm going to tell you right now, all of the canning that I did this year, I didn't have a single one fail. I had 2 jars break, but I didn't have a single lid from their company not seal. And for me, in the past, with other companies, I would have some that wouldn't seal. So I am really, really happy with their product. Regular mouth. Now see how just having those 2 on one line also draw your eye to it? I love different fonts. I wish I had more in my arsenal. I wish I would take more time and practice fonts. I know that's a thing and I haven't done it in a really long time. Like the last one I learned was like the Ray Dunn font, and that was probably 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. I need to get back with it. Let me know down below what your favorite font type is. Like I want to learn how to do the typewriter font. Oh, I see that and I think it's just absolutely beautiful. I would love to learn how to do that. So on Saturday, I'm gonna hop around just for a second. I need to do some editing. Upload videos. And then I need to schedule everything so that it goes out to members first and then to everybody, and then it goes public. So if you're a member of my channel, it's 99 cents. You get early access to all of the videos and you get some like member posts that nobody else sees. It's nothing crazy, but it's 99 cents. If you're interested, definitely hit the join button down by the subscribe button. I'll be growing it as it grows. Right now there's 1 member. And so as it grows, I'll be adding different things to it. It could even be like washi tape from my stash to help me get through it. I may enlist you guys to help me get through it. All right, and then on Sunday, I want to do meal prep. And I know for sure for meal prep, I'm going to do a little asterisk here, and then I'm going to come down here with that same asterisk. I know for sure that I need to do some freezer meals. I hate my Z's. They're not very pretty. Like they look like a random 3. I think I must have struggled like in grade school when we learned how to do cursive Z's, because oosh, I tell you, they're not my favorite letter to write and they're not my favorite letter of mine to look at. They're kind of cringy. They're a bit cringy. So I need to do freezer meals. I want to do lasagna because that is so nice to have in there just to take out during the week. I also want to do portobello burritos. If you've never had those, oh my gosh, they are amazing. You take poblano. I am so sorry. I was talking about a mushroom and I meant a pepper. Poblano, P-O-B, is it P-L? Poblano. No, I think I've got it right. Anyway, you take the poblano pepper, massage it with olive oil, avocado oil, whatever oil you prefer, salt and pepper, put it on a baking, put it in a baking dish and then line the dish with parchment paper, throw it in the oven for 450 degrees, 10 minutes, turn them another 6 minutes, pull them out, and it'll char them. And then you cut them in half, seed them, do the whole thing, and then chop them up just as they are. Add them to your rice, whatever mix of rice you want to do. You can do jasmine rice, you can do a Spanish rice, you can do a long grain rice, your choice. Make up your rice, mix it all together. I have added tofu to the mix. I have added ground beef to the mix. I've added Impossible Burger to the mix. You can add whatever you want to if you want to bump that protein level up. And then you stuff the peppers and rice mixture. You can also do like diced tomatoes in there too, especially the ones that have the chilies. Anyway, Put those into the big burritos, roll them up, put them in your baking dish. You can totally leave the parchment paper in there that has like all the pepper juice in it. That'll even make it better. I do homemade salsa over the top of it, bake it, get everything warm and yummy, and then pull it out of the oven, add cheese, put it back in for like 5 minutes until it gets crunchy cheese around the edge. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. So to freeze them, you just make everything up. You don't put sauce on them. You just cover them and put them in the freezer and then pull them out. Reheat them at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes before you pull them out and put the sauce on them. And then another 15 minutes to heat the sauce, pull it out, 5 minutes with the cheese. Brum, bada bum bum bum. It is an amazing freezer meal. We got really sidetracked. I'm so sorry. Am I sorry? No, I'm not. So I do need to do those freezer meals so that I have them. And then back over to Tuesday, I need to write some letters. And I need to stock up snack stocks at work. I try to keep like healthier snacks at my desk because I am a grazer. I like to just boredom, like graze on everything. So if I make sure I have good things to graze on, it's so much better. All right, so I'm purposely leaving that blank. Of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to fill in. The market list as I go through the week and use things is going to fill in. This is so far, let me make sure. There we go. This is so far November 4th through the 10th or 70th, depending on, how you write your one. I giggle. Let me know down below what you think if you're going to try this one. I apologize again about the ruler. I know that's kind of a pain, but this is where we are at. I will meet you down in the comments soon. I love you. I hope you have the very best day. Remember, subscribe, hit that bell, hit the like, and join for 99 cents if you want to. I'll see you soon. Bye.